How in the heck is it going, everybody? Before I start this vlog slash rant, I want to make a personal apology to all of you. I vowed a little while ago to not get involved in politics. And, well, an event occurred over my graduation that kind of changed that. So, a little bit of background as to what occurred that I had unfortunately no previous knowledge to. So graduation starts, president of the school speaks, student speaks, and then somebody comes up to introduce our commencement speaker, which was Governor Schneider, the governor of Michigan, here where we live. And the guy introduces him, and before the governor starts speaking, a handful of people in front of me stand up and turn around and look towards the back of the place where you're having our graduation. So me being blind as a bat, I figured, oh, maybe, this guy's walking in from the back and they're just standing up to see him come in. So I stand up, turn around, look towards the back, quickly realize that about 95% of the kids there were still sitting down facing forward towards the stage. And then I quickly looked back, saw on the big screen that the governor was already up on the stage. So, wow, I look like an idiot. So sat back down and quickly realized why everybody was standing up. Well, not everybody, but why maybe 5% of the kids were, I guess, and a bunch of parents too, were standing with their back to the governor while he was starting his speech. And that was their way, I guess, of attempting to do a protest of some sorts. So I didn't know too much about the guy. I knew he has done a lot of great things for Michigan, and loves the UP and everything. So he's an all right guy in our book. The way that I looked at it as this guy was coming to speak to try and inspire Northern Michigan University graduates to go out and achieve bigger and better things. So the least that all of us could do, and especially I could do, was show the guy some respect. So, and the funny thing, I was only in the 5th row, so there was 100 rows behind me or something, a lot of people behind me. So I decided that I was just going to stand up and look right at the guy. I had an expectation that potentially, a couple of people would join with me and look forward, but turns out I was the only guy doing it. It's all good. The funniest thing about it was there was about probably 12 people 2 rows in front of me that were standing up, facing with their backs to him and looking right at me. So that was kind of interesting and kind of tension building, for 30 minutes or 45 minutes or however long the guy spoke for. The thing about his speech was, well, for one, the guy's on his 8th year as governor, so he's done after this year. His speech had no political agenda whatsoever. He got up there, he told his story, college at 16, graduated with 3 or 4 different degrees, CEO of Gateway for a while before he got into politics, wanted to make a difference, and became a politician and made a difference. So by the time he was done speaking, everything was said and done, we get back, we see on the news that I guess somebody started some petition or something that that everybody was going to stand up and turn around and put their back to the guy, and I guess they got 500 signatures on the petition or something like that. And everybody probably, the 500 people that took part in this probably, sitting up on their high horses, probably felt real good about it. But the fact is that, sadly to say, aside from turning around and making yourself look like a total jackass in front of everybody, just scribbling your name, the petition was probably online, so typing in your name and your email address is going to do virtually nothing to change anything. So, congratulations to the people that protested. You probably 99.99% sure accomplished absolutely nothing aside from, blocking a bunch of people's views of the governor speaking. The tip that I can leave anybody watching this video that has a deep inner drive to inspire change in anything, politics, their life, somebody else's life, their business, whatever it may be, you got to do more than just simply follow the crowd. You got to do more than just scribble your name on a petition. I'm just trying to think of what the impact of if those 500 people that simply scribbled their name onto a piece of paper would have maybe taking more than a second and a half of their life, maybe even a minute and a half, and actually wrote a handwritten letter addressed to Governor Schneider saying, hey, I'm so-and-so, I disagree with yada, 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 yada that you do. This is how I feel, yada, 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 yada. Guy gets 500 letters in the mail. He's gonna pay a heck of a lot more attention to the 500 letters that come through the mail than the petition with a whole whopping 500 signatures on it that he probably never saw. Yes, he noticed a couple of people. I think there was maybe 100 people. It's like 45 or 50 students standing up with their backs turned to him. And I think probably 45 or 50 parents. And obviously the guy expects people to disagree with him. He's a freaking politician. Can't make everybody happy. I mean, we've got a lot of people that disagree with what we do. Whatever. Doesn't put any sweat on our backs. And I do have a bit of respect for the people that were protesting. You know, they had the courage, had the confidence to stand up for what they believe in. But sadly, their actions were in a way that, in my personal opinion, will do virtually nothing to change anything, especially with the governor that's going to be done here in probably just under a year. You know, you can only have 2 terms, and he's on his 8th year. So I don't know. That's just a little bit of a rant. You'll be seeing this on Facebook and YouTube. That had virtually nothing to do with hunting or fishing, which all of our other content has to do. Hopefully, this will be the last time that I have to get involved in politics. But thank you guys for putting up with me. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or maybe even can shed some extra light on this whole protest situation, leave it down in that comment section. Love to hear your feedback. Love to engage in some positive criticism with you guys. But hope you're all having a good day. Beautiful up here in Marquette, Michigan. Finally, got the shorts and the t-shirt out. Got some things to do around here. And then, yes, we are going fishing. Happy adventures, everybody.